What's up? We finna kick it. I hope y'all realize that I got so much going on. I'm not gonna really be making as many videos as I was making. But when I make them, they're gonna be powerful. So, of course, I gotta get myself together. Let me do this right here. Yeah. Okay. And I want y'all to remember to call in. I like to fucking call in. What the fuck is... Oh shit, I think that's... Man, I got hacked or whatever it is into my bank account. And motherfuckers cleaned my bank account out. Luckily, there wasn't that much money in there. I usually have a pretty large amount of thousands in there. But they got me. And I actually participated in it because they sent me some kind of fucking email telling me they had successfully taken 365 out so that my yearly subscription to whatever the fuck this was, I forgot. And, but they're going to take it out in the next couple of days. So, man, let me stop this shit. I called and we got to talking and this motherfucker played me. I seriously got played. It happens. And the motherfucker actually got the money. But something hit me right after he got it. And I called my bank and I told them the whole payment on woo-woo. And they said, we can't. We got to fucking cancel this account and give you a new account. And then we got to follow up on this shit. And sure enough, this motherfucker had got in my account, signed himself up to Zelle, and sent him my money. So look out for that shit is what I'm saying. The phone ain't working. What the fuck are you talking about the phone ain't working? Tayshawn. Oh, that's my nigga. Hold on, let me see. What do you mean the phone ain't working? I don't say... What the fuck? Where's the phone? Having issues. Why the fuck my... Oh, goddammit, that's why, because of what I'm telling you. Man, I didn't change my credit card on this one, so I'm gonna fuck around and have to go without that motherfucking phone right now, because it's gonna take me hella long to figure out what to do as far as turning on that motherfucking phone. Tayshawn, hit me with what you want to ask. Hit me with what you want to say, man. I'll holler at you on this. God damn it, my fucking phone ain't working. All right. Any motherfucking way. There's a place mentally where you feel at home. Even though you know you thousands of miles away from where you live. There's a time when you feel that you're in your element. Even though you know your element does not include what the fuck you doing at the moment. See, that moment that moment is, hey, close this door, honey. You leaving? I'll be right back. All right, just close the door. That moment is when you realize you're fully aware of who the fuck you are. And that person is never out of his element. I'm telling you, there's a time when you realize everything you've done in your life has led you to the point of self-identity. I didn't have that night plenty nights. I've been treated like royalty because of how much people appreciate what I profess and what I display through my continued actions. Not my words, my actions. I don't believe in just saying shit. Healthy, wealthy million. Roosevelt. When do classes start again? Man, I'm not doing it on that format no more. You can get in it anytime you feel like it by going to sidewalku.thinkific.com, and you'll be able to sign up. I have a whole new way I'm doing it, just as effective, and I'm looking forward to seeing you, my brother. Now, if you're doing something and it has real value, but not as financially rewarding as you thought it would be, if you stop, it was about the money, and you didn't, or you don't even deserve what you was looking for. But if the money isn't there, and you continue forward as if you're making a killing on the profits, see, it's not about the money at that point. It's about fulfilling your dream. And the reward is the chase and the possibility of self-fulfillment. This is one of the main reasons I try to do my own thing. Without the help or assistance of that motherfucker, you just can't depend on a person who made all their decisions and after deep thought still got it wrong. And just the same, you can't depend on a person who has no backbone and stands on both sides of the real issue. As far as me right now, I'm really hating the way the shit's been going in this fucking country. You know, it's obvious that it's all about greed and lies at the highest level of government. And yet they expect the average motherfucker, me and you, not to get tired of that shit. After a few years or a lifetime of that shit, but really, after a few years of the way we going, we're going to have anarchy, which is what we have today in our so-called great country known as America, the land of the free. I'm for reform in the police department, but they never will reform long as they fucking can look at the video like George Floyd's killing and get on the news and say we have to look deeper into the investigation in order to charge first degree. All right, I can see waiting for the investigation to be completed. But at what point does intent get established? So what I'm saying, now everything people died for in the 60s is being looked at and overturned by the Republicans. I don't know if you know this, but people don't automatically adjust with the times. In the 90s, people in high places started telling everyone who listened in the year 2000, banks and all financial institutions would fail because computing wasn't prepared for the change from 1900 to 2000. I know it don't really sound sensible because it don't make sense to me. But in 1999, people were taking their money out of the bank, And it was a windfall for companies up on that shit. People was taking their money out the bank, stocking up on all kinds of things, believing the computer system that we were using would fail. Now, I'm telling you, my dad was the president of the Improvement Association in Country Club Crest. And when he told us about the state was going to put a highway on what was then a road behind our house, running through what we called the ditch, but it was actually another name, Highway 29. 2 lanes, hella people got killed on it, trying to pass and shit. But we thought he was nuts. About 15 years later, when they started buying up everybody's houses, Pops was the last one to sell. He held out to get the most for, our house at 1707 Griffin Drive in Vallejo, in the Crest. And that driveway is right in the middle of Sawyer and Round Street. So what I'm saying, Pops told us white people plan 30 years in advance. And they're going to pay me for my house. Then he said, whatever you doing now was thought of and prepared for 30 years ago. So if that's true, how could they not be prepared for the computer shit they was talking about? Now, I'm sure if they planned 30 years ahead in my small motherfucking town, how could they not do that in the goddamn government? Now, on another note, I get people telling me they like to listen to my newer videos. And when they say that, oh, God, I just thought of what to do on that fucking phone, but I'll do it after this. On another note, when they say that, I smile to myself. You don't know I haven't told you anything that's new. I haven't told you anything that's new. Period. What I've been kicking with you guys, all of it, is over 100 years old or more. It's just if you never heard it or thought of it, it's new to you. I have over 300 videos on my channel, and believe me, the very first one is as dope and relevant now as it was when I first made it. My shit is timeless because there's no lies in it. That's why as a man, you better jump on this shit before this 21st century man bullshit takes over how people think. I'm at a standstill. And when I am, I hate it because I'll be thinking about dying. I'm doing great. I'm healthy, busy. My projects are doing cool. I believe I'm at a standstill because for several months, I've been making positive growth as far as my program at SWU. But there was something missing and I hadn't put my finger on it. That's why I be up before 4 a.m. tripping, trying to see what my next move is. Then I thought about my true mentor, Melvin Redman Wells. If I would have told him my trip, I truly believe he would have told me, man, your next move is to wait. He blunt like that. He never tried to dress up what you needed to know, although he always wanted to be understood. So thinking that shit made me get up and vent my frustrations and my gratefulness to the only game in town, life. Live it and you will grow. Just live in it and you will die a death with your life having nothing of you left behind. At least what I learned from Red and what in those goddamn streets, I don't know when or how, but I know it's going to be from old age when I go. The mistake most of you are making about what I'm doing is thinking I'm trying to teach a whole bunch of motherfuckers how to be pimps. I can't and wouldn't even try to teach any motherfucker how to be a pimp. The only thing I could do is lace my conversation with a lot of hidden gems. And if that potential pimp is qualified, he'll pick through it. He'll pick through the shit I laid out and choose the gems he can use. Did you know? The exact same thing applies to these motherfuckers who are searching for their manhood. I can't teach them how to have heart. If you want to be a pimp or if you want to be a man, in either case, you either have it or you don't. If you don't, you need to find where you can get it. Because I found in both cases, if you're faking the funk, it's going to show up and front you off to anybody who's paying attention. That's why I love active learning and active teaching. You're giving information to whoever will listen, knowing full well only the deserving will understand. Therefore, teaching them in both cases is more of placing choices before them and allowing them to grow into the right choice. Thought plus action minus fear times dedication equals a cold catch hand. I was always good in math, but I'm much better at common sense. Although these days, common sense ain't so common no more. It would seem to me that if a person wanted something, had a thought, he would do what he could to get it, take action. He would kick fear to the curb, which is ridding himself of being scared of the challenge, and he'd do all he could to get what the fuck he wanted. Every day of his life, dedication. That's that equation I would just said to you. Thought plus action minus fear times dedication equals a cold catch hand. Now, as simple as that equation is, it takes a hell of a mathematician to solve that baby. Once I solved it for me, a monster was born. And it's really, really up to you. Right now it's cold in Vegas and I've been in my house most of the day. But I took my car to get washed, and when I stepped out, to walk home, god damn, I almost froze. Then I thought about how many dudes be counting on me in my vast knowledge of life because I was coming home to do this video. But on the way, I got the idea to create an even more broken down course. I realized I was expecting a lot from you motherfuckers that sign up and enroll in this new online shit I got. I thought, wrongly so, they could listen and master the course on their own. But within a couple of weeks, I knew that it was the wrong thought. Because how could they master something they hadn't even learned? That's why anyone who enrolls can keep rolling until they feel they have it. There is no time limit. I have now made the course where you can learn it from me without having to expose the things you want to keep private. Because the physical version of SWU, you had to expose yourself. Then, after learning the course, which starts you on your way to having confidence, after doing those things, I know I'm able to bring you to the point of mastering the shit. But you still have to have the nerve to do the activities involved. No one's going to see them but me. Now, for my fly thought of the day. When you on the grind and grinding on several things at the same time, it's a beautiful thing to be able to let some of those things rest and work harder on others. And then months later, when you damn near forgot about those other things, you get a call about one of them projects you had rested. Now that's a fresh full tank of gas. Then I gotta hit it. Now I know one thing. I don't know which one it will be because they're all winners. But one of my ideas is going to take me all the way home. And hell yeah, I deserve it. Fellas, I'm telling you, if you get anything from me, get that it ain't cool to be surface. Do any of you know what anarchy actually means? Maybe some of you do, some of you don't. But it's crucial to know how I think about what is currently happening in this country. And you better get a position. When Obama was elected, I said it was a sham. But I didn't know what really was going on. His election to office was the opening of white people freely saying, fuck niggas. I'm talking about none of that hidden smiling faces bullshit. Freely saying fuck niggas, fuck gays, fuck everything that they saying fucking. I don't necessarily mean white people. I mean Republicans. Just the mere fact that the highest office in the land could be spoken to or be spoken about a black person. I mean, it could be spoken, but referred to every name. They would speak to him, but they would refer to him by every name except nigga, as he was by senators and representatives of the people spoke. Mounds to people. Now, it told the people that they did not have respect or abide by the laws of this country. Now that you had elected a nigga, anything goes. But now that the nigga's gone, the door was still open. And white people stuck their foot in and wouldn't let it close. Them Republicans, men, are forcing us to choose. So that 1% of this country can continue to get richer and richer. If any motherfucker gets in, you better believe he or she has made promises to some faction of that 1% of motherfuckers who get 90% of the money in this country. And it's obvious what Donald is going to do. He's not going to tax his own ass. He's going to make sure he gets to monopolize all kinds of shit. I'm just saying, we're pawns and are being played every time you have an opinion. Just as I've been played with this goddamn opinion of mine. One of the best things about me is that I'm transparent. What I say for you, you get to see me do every day as I chase my various dreams. Who better to represent what I say than me? You guys see me chasing shit I dream of, and you've seen me capture several ghosts since dealing with me. I say again, real men do real things. Visible things that represent the realness of that man. I ain't no joke, and I'm one of the realest you will ever meet, and I'm telling you, one of the realest you'll ever have the pleasure of interacting with. If you can follow instructions, you can benefit from my course. If you can make a commitment, you could benefit from your decision to buy the course. If you concentrate on doing what it takes to gain confidence based on your commitment to following instructions and concentration, you'll be a new man within the first 90 days. And within that time, you'll begin to see yourself off the diet of negativity. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the reality in communication with women. And it's something all men need to get with. Did you know when women communicate on high context and men communicate with low context? Otherwise, a woman will say, I need to get a few things from the store today. This is a high context communication when she really wanted to volunteer. She really wanted you to volunteer to go to the store. Now, a man will say, would you get me a few things from the store when you go out today? Stating directly what he wants, leaving no room for interpretation. Neither way is better than the other. It's just if you don't know this shit, you're in for a lot of arguments over nothing. I learned the humanistic things about women in life in general, and I try to share that shit with you. But the majority of you are stubborn, and you need a Mack truck to run your ass over before you accept that getting run over gonna hurt. If you want to be an effective communicator, listen to my shows so that you can get laced on how to communicate with a woman of your desires. Hey, this is a short video, but I really am tripping on this goddamn phone thing. I might make another video, man, and you can call in, but I'm gone for now.